I just now realized I did not hit the transition button. I was talking to nobody. But what's going on? Somebody mentioned Team Inverted. No, there's literally a team named the Upside Down Team, and we're going to talk about them. Not at length, just they pulled something off in a game. I believe it was on Monday. It may have been yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it was Monday, against Mexicans in the Mist. Now, Mexicans in the Mist took the game, but this play that kicked off the game by the Upside Down team was pretty dope, and I really want to put it on display. But, yeah, there's the two North American teams. I think they're both no, Mexicans in the Mist is not a new team. And to be honest, I'm not sure about the Upside Down team. I don't recognize the names. I know this team didn't play. This specific team name didn't play last season. And yeah, I don't know where these guys came from, but this is a phenomenal play they pulled off here. And so it starts. It's not immediately after the joust. There's some proper business after the joust here. Some tussling, some back and forth. See, there's the UI pops up. Now the team names will swap at some point here in a moment. But right now, it's actually Mexicans in the Mist in orange. They're in possession. There it goes. It swaps. So we'll let this play out until we get to what I wanted to point out here. So, all right. So it's about to start happening. As that clear was a little panicked. Even if it was on, it would have been intercepted. But here's where it starts to turn around. Is when the Upside Down team gets back in possession. So right now, you can see they're largely spaced out. You can see on the mini map they're mostly on the floor. One of them is either up high or he's about to get up high. You'll see how this plays out. And so this is when you see a lot of new teams relying on their clear and boost because they're not sure what else to do. You see these guys hit the floor. One, there's a lot of space on the floor to pass around. But two, they're getting into a formation right now. You can see they're setting up. It's kind of a lazy triangle at the moment. But you see this pass sequence is absolutely amazing. I'll let this play out, and then we'll back it up. You got three on the floor in a triangle. You got one up high. They are just folding up this defense, and it's that pass. That pass is what folds up the defense, and that leaves that lane open for that pass to get through mid. He goes for that long shot. It's not good. It's off the nugget on the far side there. But then Space picks that up and beats the goalie on that beautiful three. That was a beautiful shot there. But so you see what happens here. So this is where the play starts. This is where so everything up to this point is mess. Basically, this is all just juggling for control. But here, this next pass, that's the reset right there. Boom. They have now reset the play. All right. And now that they've reset the play, they're going to set up in this passing formation. They get the triangle on the floor. You can see Mike the Commie is up here on Ghost. So you see two players stacked here, but they're not actually stacked. And that's hard to express, like in the 3-minute meta videos. It's really hard to express that, just because there's two players occupying this same spot from this bird's eye view, because they're high and low, they're not clumped. You wouldn't call this clumped or paired. They're really occupying because we are working in a 3-dimensional environment, unlike, a sport like hockey where you can take that bird's eye view and use that to explain exactly what's going on the ice. We don't really have that benefit. And so right now they are spread actually very, very well. You see the triangle here, and then the two players stacked, one high, one low. You don't have to stack. I'm just pointing that out. And then here, they start passing around kind of just to maintain this control. And you can see the Mexicans in the Mist defense here at mid are not really sure what to do. They got one player playing deep, and the other three are waiting. And you can see the patience of the Upside Down team kind of forces Mexicans in the Mist to basically become impatient and start chasing. And that's when the defense folds. So it's that pass right here. The pass up high, I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah, because that's the one. We'll back this up for a moment. That pass high. So you see they're just cycling right now. They spread. He goes further out. I wish that pause button wasn't in the way. That pass high pulls both of these guys away from him. Or both of those guys that were covering him. Now you've got all three. Look at this defense. Look how folded up they are. That's what that pass sequence does. And look at number 24, who is that space, who takes that long shot and then he ends up getting the 3. Look how wide open he is. He has a direct line at that goal. He is completely uncovered. And so that pass back just kind of spread them out. It put them, this is a fold up right here. See how they're all basically in a line? When we say folding up the defense, that's exactly what we're talking about. They are all in a line. They are no longer, their coverage is no longer spread. They're clumped. They're effectively clumped. And that out pass, boom. Look at that. I don't blame him for taking the shot at all. I would give anybody credit for taking the shot here because he has that open lane right there all the way to the goal. He goes for it, misses that first one, bounces up, recovers it, sends it in. This is such a dangerous shot. I can't believe he made it. That was a beautiful goal. But I just really wanted to highlight that play, and I'll let it run through one more time from the initial joust there. Because this is a masterclass in controlling, resetting and controlling in your own zone to fold up the defense at mid and push through mid. This is how you do it. This is beautifully done. And I see a little Guipo asking about stat coverage. Yeah, sorry, Guipo, I'm not trying to pick on you guys. So stacking is definitely an option as far as like your defensive here. But of course, you guys were initially correct in kind of keeping the mid protected without overcommitting. It was the moment you guys overcommitted to that pass, this one that's about to show up, not this one here, it's the next one. The moment you guys overcommitted to this one, and that's basically a lack of communication, a miscommunication. You see the two of you guys, both of your players chase that. That's where the breakdown happened. That's exactly where it took place. So whether or not you do run with a more aggressive stack or you stick to what you were doing and kind of play, that sort of, what you call like zone at mid, really the breakdown was just overcommitting and folding up into a line in the defense there. And chocolate resetting, probably one of the most underlooked, undervalued aspects of the game, particularly to newer teams. I mean, you saw the power of it in that play. So that's what this first part was all about. And honestly, so what I'm going to say is, if there's plays, they need to be of a particular caliber. All right, so there is a Discord, the Echo Discord. There should be a link actually on the. Let me check. Yeah, actually, just down below the Twitch stream here, there's a link to the Discord. If you find, if your team pulls off a play like that, and it really does need to be of a certain caliber, and I know that can sometimes feel disappointing if like it's not selected or whatever. But if you think something was a great example of something, or honestly, maybe if you have some questions about something, why something broke down or whatever, send the clips, clip it out from the stream or wherever it was. Preferably from, like the spec angle, the POV, I'm not going to be able to get a lot of information from. I was never able to analyze when I was in the game. I can really, but from this bird's eye perspective. And I'll help you out, just for, and we'll do it on the stream and whatever else. Or, I'll, like I said, if you just think it's a great play and you think I could use it as an example for something. But like I said, if I'm going to use it like that, it needs to be of that particular caliber, and that was of that caliber. And even though they lost the game, So now we're going to transition into